Hey, we're the Flick Chicks.
I'm Anne.
And I'm Monica.
And I'm Isabelle.
And this is the episode where you get a blast from the past.
Oh, I feel like we used that one once.
Probably.
Probably.
Basically, we're going to go back to our childhoods and see what traumatized us back then to explain how we are now.
Traumatized us.
Is it? That's what I thought it was.
I
I thought childhood was only
I
about
said
trauma.
something that affected me
Oh.
in a positive
Then
manner.
I better change my... No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I was like, damn, you're going serious. We're going to talk about our deepest, darkest secrets. I was going to be like, I like this movie because I thought it was cool.
I felt neglected, so I watched this. No, I'm totally
God.
kidding. We're just going to talk about
Amen.
movies that completely impacted our childhood.
Wow, you're just going straight into it.
Yeah.
No emotion. No like, hey guys, welcome back to the episode,
Hey,
to their
well-
podcast.
Also the Flick Chicks, by
Thanks
the way.
for tuning in. Just like, we're going to be talking about this. Go.
You clicked it and you get what you want. You get what you get. You don't get upset.
Why don't you
okay?
introduce our guest first?
Okay. We also have a special guest. Her name is...
She's new. Don't worry.
Clear.
Clear, Nor, the condensation.
It's me, Clear. Sorry.
It's actually Isabelle, for those who don't know. She's our friend, kind of.
on a good day.
on good
We
days.
know each other.
Like today. We go way back.
Well, that's
involved
why I
in
think
each other's
that's why I
childhoods.
had the idea of the childhood movies, because we
Yes.
all know each other from childhood.
Yes.
Smart.
So it's a good
Yes.
idea to blast to the
We know each other
past.
from like
Way back.
Child.
Like when you guys were eating boogers and stuff. Like.
Okay, I never ate boogers.
No?
I don't know. You speak for yourself. You speak for
I'll
yourself.
freely admit I didn't
When
way
you
longer
were
than I
eating
should've,
boogers.
But whatever. It's fine.
But anywho,
Okay.
I have pictures of us.
Oh my goodness.
Of us.
Please don't show them. It's scary.
Cute ass pictures.
Okay.
I have a picture from a birthday party, I think.
Oh yeah?
Probably.
My goodness. I have pictures.
Remember when I brought you to Cow Over the Moon?
What's that?
The play or whatever, and we dressed up in like as princesses?
Oh my gosh, no, but like I feel bad for not remembering.
What are you talking about?
Because I have a picture of us with tiaras on.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
Sorry.
I have a picture of us from a birthday party where we had to like decorate T-shirts to go on like a teddy bear. Do you remember that birthday party?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I wasn't gonna name names, but
Not a tangent. We'll just go.
and we all got to bring the teddy bear home, and like they had a little.
Yeah, that was a fun party.
That was a fun
Dang.
party.
Got to keep a teddy bear.
That's a vibe.
And I have a picture from it. Like
Whoa.
she gave us like a printed out
picture.
picture. Anyways,
Back when they used to print out pictures.
That was
We're from the
insane.
dinosaur ages.
point is,
Kidding.
we're going back to our childhoods today.
Yes.
Yes.
In more ways than one.
In
But
more ways than one.
we'll relate it back to movies because this is the Flick
Yes,
Chicks
because
podcast.
everyone has those movies that they watched as a kid that
Over
like
and
just
over.
left. Like I like to use the word imprint, even though that's like
Imprint.
even though that's like the Twilight Breaking Dawn
Excuse
whatever thing. Because you know how
imprint on a child. That's
oh my god, you imprinted on my daughter.
You named her after the Loch Ness monster. I was like, what is
I actually rewatched all the Twilight movies like a couple weeks ago, and it was
No, you
it was a
didn't.
trip.
Dude, I literally could not get through the first one.
It's like when you
Really?
watch it as like when you watch it no, but when you watch it as like a comedy, it gets
It's
so much
actually-
better. Like if you go into it thinking I'm gonna
Joel.
laugh.
Vampire Suck was so good. I watched
Oh,
Vampire
Oh, I
I've
watched
seen
that in
that.
theaters. But yeah, like I watched it because I watched it on a trip with my friends. We were like, it was like
Yeah.
midnight. We were all drunk. We were just like, let's watch something funny. So we just put Twilight on, and we were dying of
It's
laughter.
the baby.
Oh
the
yeah,
CGI baby.
Renesmee.
Or take a shot every time Bella like looks away awkwardly.
Yeah. Like if
Or
you watch
goes
it, if you watch it like that, it's so entertaining. Like. But anyways, so I like using that term where
is.
it's like, you know, you have a movie that just like left an impression on your mind, and
Yes.
you just remember exactly where you were when you watched it and whatever. So
That type of.
that's
vibe.
what we're gonna be talking about. Movies that just feel like defined our childhood,
Defined our
impacted us in our childhood.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So do you want to kick us off, Miss Monica?
me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're passionate about it.
I'll go into my backstory first
Oh,
because I got a backstory.
Dude,
It's
okay.
not a very big backstory.
grab
It's
your
just
popcorn.
it's just that like the movies that impacted me on a child were all the movies that I had on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Are you gonna explain to the kids what? No. what
so a
DVDs
DVD
are?
is a disc that has a movie on it. You know, the olden days we used to put a disc in a disc reader and it
like
used to play
CD
a movie.
for movies.
Sure. Do you know what a CD is though? It's a disc that has music on it. Anyways, so yeah, we used to have like this DVD collection in my house, and whatever we had on DVD, I would just watch that over and over and over and over and over again.
Correct.
So I very vividly recall. What'd you say?
I burped and it smells bad, but I don't have gum because I threw it out.
Oh my god.
I apologize.
Not during my backstory.
The fans can smell it.
Oh my god.
Keep talking.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So we just every movie that we had on DVD, I just remember it so clearly, and I remember watching it 1,000 times over. So all of these movies are movies that I had on DVD as a child, and I used to watch in my basement alone.
Okay. Oh, not the alone.
What am I gonna do? Well, because also remember this, that I didn't watch a lot of like princess movies and stuff growing up because I had an older brother. So whenever my parents would buy DVDs, they would buy us DVDs that they knew we could both watch. They weren't gonna buy a princess DVD just for the one kid to watch it. So they were like, we're buying these DVDs as a compromise, so you guys are both gonna watch them.
Interesting.
There was no Netflix.
There was no Netflix. Exactly. You know, we had to struggle. So that being said, my first movie that I'm gonna talk about is Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh man, I couldn't finish that when I was a kid because I cried so much.
It's a very sad movie, and that's why I think I want to start off with it, because that shit traumatized me. Like,
Oh, it was so good.
I was like,
it was really good though.
Josh Hutcherson really did that.
It was a good movie. Like the
that
acting,
freckle-faced boy.
the acting was so good.
What's her name?
Anastasia Robb.
Anastasia Robb, yeah.
Anastasia, isn't it Anasophia?
Oh, you're probably right.
The acting was like amazing. Like it felt really like real kind of thing, even though like it's about imagination.
It's a really good story.
It's a really interesting story, and
It's
a
so
really good
sad.
story about like she's like this
so
outcast girl, and they bond with like their imagination. And I remember as a kid being confused a little bit because I didn't get why the stuff wasn't real. But then, like, you know, when you watch it later, you realize like, oh, the whole point is that they just had this really strong imagination.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, they took it to such a level that she ended up getting into an accident and dying, and it was really sad.
Spoiler alert.
I think everyone knows that. Spoiler alert by
It
now.
literally happens like in the first
No, it's at the
Does it?
end.
not the end.
Yeah.
I remember them going to the funeral and stuff.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
not the
It's like in the last third
No way,
of the
this
movie.
is-
Really?
Yeah, it's like at the end. Like they.
If they did that in children's
Yeah, like it's really sad, and I think that's why it really impacted me, because I remember the first time I watched it, I was literally like, no.
You
Like,
will not find
no.
that in a child movie
No.
nowadays.
No, but
No,
then
not.
also that kind of sucks, because I feel like it's really
90s movies
important
did that
for children to like experience all these emotions of like loss and like
Yeah.
And they're showing real life. Like,
Yeah, like, there was, like, the
imagination, but
bully.
it's also realistic.
yeah, and they showed like the bully who was like getting abused at home
Facts.
and
Oh
like
my God.
stuff like that, and how she
Damn.
was like really insecure about herself and whatever, and like their imagination showed that they still had compassion for her even though they knew that she was a bully. Like, because you know how she showed up in the this is really specific detail, but
Yeah, it might
she
not.
showed up as like a giant in her thing, and then she showed up to be like a friendly giant, so it showed that like she was just like scary on the outside, but she still has like a heart. Like, it was just it's like very complex for a child
No, this
movie.
holds up to this day.
Exactly. So like
it's-
I remember watching it and feeling like, wow, like there's so many emotions, and
So
I had
much
it.
that I
Yeah,
couldn't finish.
I had it on DVD, and I just
You
was like,
didn't finish it, man.
I was like,
I know.
I can't
I
revisit
have
this.
it on DVD. I still have it on DVD.
My friend had
Yeah.
to tell me the ending. That's it.
because I remember like also like his life was so different from hers. He was from like a country family, was like very poor.
Yeah.
and he had like all his siblings, and then she was like an only child from like these like rich family, and he
She's
went over to the
lonely,
house,
I
and it like
remember.
made him appreciate like. At first he didn't like his family anymore. He's like, oh, your family's so much better than mine. But then like once she passed away or whatever, he like got closer with his parents. Because I remember his dad used to like yell at him a lot and stuff too. Like, you know what I mean? It's very complex for a kids movie.
No, yeah, you're.
No, there was like a lot of details. Like there was a lot of stuff
in there.
going on, and like I feel like now they just oversimplify everything. Like this was deep for a kids movie.
Yeah.
and
Well,
it
they don't
definitely left
really
an
make-
impact on me.
They don't make like as many live action kids movies.
Yeah.
Period. Like it's mostly just animation for kids. Like in terms of audiences.
Or if it's like a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
I think too, because it's a lot.
Straight to
It's a lot
DVD
easier
type
because
vibe.
for cartoons they can get just adults to voice the
Yeah.
characters now. Like they don't have to find
child
characters.
actors are hard to manage and stuff like that, right?
But
So-
yeah, that movie was a big part of my
Also,
childhood. I used to
laws
watch
are-
it a lot.
The laws are different too.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true. That's true.
It's like complex.
It is, and like
Um,
the whole child star like epidemic, like they don't
God.
want to keep making.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
in
That's true.
that
Which
way.
I get. Like I totally get it. It just like
But the kids are so good.
I know, like they did so good in that movie,
That's
and
where
I
they
just
got their
felt
start.
everything.
Yeah.
I know, like I love that movie. Even the little sister went on to be famous. She's like her name's
Pizza
Bailey.
Malak.
There's like her name's Bailey Madison or whatever.
Yes,
she's still in
yes.
movies and doing stuff now. Like she was
Oh,
really,
yeah.
she was
A
really
bunch of
talented. She was like a
stuff.
little
Oh my
tiny little
God.
girl, and she was
Wasn't She
acting.
was in the Fosters.
Yeah.
Wow, I love the Fosters.
Isn't that Maya Mitchell? I always mix them up. They look
No,
exactly
her
the same.
sister. Her sister is played by the other girl.
Like
Maya-
there's like
Maya Mitchell's the older sister.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense because they look exactly the same. They should play sisters. I know, it's crazy. No. One of them's Australian.
Maya Mitchell is Australian.
That is so weird.
I know.
We love an Aussie.
They're like doppelgangers. It's so crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, that one's mine. I just love that movie. I would go rewatch it, actually. I haven't watched it in a while, but I just remember having the DVD for it, and I used to watch it a lot.
Okay, you go.
It made me feel, for some reason, it just made me feel safe, even though it's not a very, it's a very heavy
mine are basic.
movie.
Yeah.
No, every movie, even if it's basic, you have it impacted your childhood, so it means a lot.
All right. Me. Okay.
Okay.
My childhood consisted of what was available at the house and what I could get at Blockbuster, okay? So, this one, I own this DVD, very proud of it, and I would watch it every single day after school on repeat, all right? It was Annie from 1982. I know.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and a true diehard Flick Chicks fan should know this because we talked about this in our family movies episode, I think. Or
every day without fail, I go to school singing "Tomorrow" in my head. It was just, I was just like, I'm an orphan and I'm gonna get, adopted by a rich man and I'm gonna be able to live in a mansion. Never mind that your parents have to die for you to be an orphan. I didn't think about that.
Did you watch the new Annie?
Ugh, don't even talk about me. Okay.
I saw it in theaters.
When I heard when they announced it, I was like, not a black Annie. They didn't call me. I was very upset.
I'm the only person.
I am qualified.
I know all the songs. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? They didn't even call me. Can you believe that? But we'll get over it. It was also bad. But
you know what? I kind of liked Cameron Diaz though. Even though she's not a singer, she has that one song that she sings in it.
She was in it?
Yeah, she's like the evil orphanage lady.
Oh, she played
locked in a cage with all the rats.
She did from acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I miss her.
I mean, the girl can.
But she has a song on in the movie that song from that movie went viral on TikTok. Where it's like locked in a cage with all the rats.
Well, that's little girls. It's just it's just a strain. Yeah.
But it's just funny.
But basically,
it grew on me.
That stuff, it impacted me. I learned what alcoholism was because of the I was like, oh, drunk. Why is she like?
But see, there you go. It's a kids movie, but it has serious issues in it.
It's good that you learned it that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, oh, she's silly. Yes, please. Yeah. And it was so good. And plus, she had an afro, and I was like, can I relate? A lot of bit. Yeah, white girl with an afro. I was like, what are we doing here? Are we connecting? No way. I just thought it was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
We may be different colors, but we still. Wait, what's the lyric? What is the lyric?
What?
We may be different colors. No?
What song are you singing?
Make up one big family.
Yeah, no, we're
not. Look the same, but we are sisters.
No, because we talk different. We are different colors. Okay.
Anyways.
Wow. Cheetah Girls. Yeah.
Part of my childhood too.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch it. I watched the first one as a kid,
older.
but the other ones I didn't. I wasn't really into it.
Or she said 7th grade, so it would be that to me.
Watched it on Family Channel.
Family Channel. Americans don't know what that is.
But yeah.
And then on the commercials, they would play a Cheetah Girls song.
Yes, they always play the songs in between before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best ones.
That's really good.
Okay, so about what's your childhood movie?
Alright, so
one of them.
Me and my dad used to go to the movie theaters a lot.
Aw,
kids.
sweet.
Just cute little. I'm literally not talking loud enough. Yeah, we used to go to the theaters and Blockbuster too.
Yeah,
and I had a wide collection of VHS tapes.
Yes,
and
we had some
CDs
of those too,
and all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
But when I've seen everything in theaters, I think obviously not the first one or whatever because I was not born yet. Mm-hmm. Harry Potter.
Oh, I see.
Harry Potter.
A big fan, yeah.
I was and I still am very, very big fan of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
And the one that just resonates with me the most is The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies. Not my
good.
childhood movie because I didn't watch it as a kid, but
Same.
It's still one of my favorite movies.
Just so iconic.
Oh, iconic.
It's gonna be a bump.
I watched a video. I watched a video essay on it. I think did I show it to you?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
And it's it talks about the cinematography and stuff like that and how much thought went into just the cinematography and how it showcases shit. And I was like, damn, this movie was and it's the only one that Alfonso Cuarón directed. Alfonso Cuarón is a very high prestige director. I'm really surprised he even went to direct like a Harry Potter
The
movie,
third.
like a random just Harry Potter movie, because he
Probably
directed
just
like
the book, to be honest. Like a lot of people were reading that stuff. So
Yeah, like and I like still have watched that series so many times, like even as an adult, like
yeah,
just binge watching it for no reason.
for every
that's me with the Twilight movie.
You're wild.
Every now and then I'm like, let me just watch all of them.
Oh my goodness,
No, it's just so good.
that is good.
They didn't have to snap, but they really, really.
No, I think out of
said
I think in
yes.
in terms of the movies, I think that one's the best movie out of all of them.
Yeah,
Like by a lot. My favorite book though was The Goblet of Fire.
I was about to say that.
The Goblet of Fire book was wild. Like there was so much stuff happening
so much
in it.
drama for your life.
But then
I
like
haven't even read them.
Oh no!
I have some of them, but I don't have the whole full collection, so I don't want to start reading it and be like, oh shit, I don't have.
there's a
this
little something called the public
book.
library.
Yeah, but COVID.
You can just go into
No,
the
you
library.
don't actually. Let me show you. There's an app for it. You don't need it anymore. You don't need the real copies. You could get the.
I don't
You could
have to
also just
pay for
download it.
No,
on-
you don't have to pay for it.
Oh.
You could just download it illegally. Girl, you're behind.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Also, you guys read like this. I
Yeah.
don't.
No, that makes
I
sense.
have to really think about what I'm reading and like read it like in
I
focus.
see, I see.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't eat books like you guys.
We do
swallow
eat them. We
That's
do.
true. That's
And
true.
I
Consume
also,
them.
yeah,
But they give you 21 days to read the book.
And you can renew it.
that's not enough.
No, it's not.
For one book? Oh shit.
Okay.
Never mind.
Dude, I don't just read all hours of the day.
No, but it's on your phone, so you could just like pull it up. That's why.
Yeah, but
But also, even if it takes you more than 21 days to read a book.
yeah, dude.
But if
Like
it's like
mom.
300,
Reading it consistently.
if it's like
no.
400 pages, that's like 5 pages a day. You can't read 5
Not
pages
doing
a day.
quick maths.
Oh no, but I don't freaking read every day though. Like if I read it consistently, yes, I can finish it quickly. Definitely.
But you have to be in
But
the
I
mood.
don't read consistently.
You have
at
to be in
all.
the mood to
I have
read.
to be in the mood.
I see.
And I have to be not tired because I'm gonna fall asleep reading.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm always tired.
I see. Well, yeah, you could just
She's a
download
working
the book.
lady.
You could just download the book illegally and read it illegally.
I
There's
have like
ways.
so many books I need to read, so I'm like, Harry Potter's on the list.
So you haven't read any of them, or you read some of them?
No, I haven't read
Oh
any.
wow! I did
I
the
only
thing.
recently got the whole almost
Oh,
the whole
yeah, yeah,
collection.
yeah.
from
Like,
my
What
aunt.
I did was like I had not seen the movies or read the book at all, like anything, until grade 12, and I just spent like 2 months in grade
Until
12.
grade 12?
Yeah, I literally spent 2 months in grade 12 reading every book. Like I would read a book, watch the movie, read a book, watch me. I did that within like 2 months.
What were you doing the
I
rest of
did
your
that. I did that too, but not grade 12. I did it earlier because you were like, "Come on." Cuz remember, it was we had like it was in class. They made us watch Harry Potter. And I was like, "Oh, I used to be anti Harry Potter and you
Me
were like,
too. Like I used
you
to
were
be like, oh, it's not even that good.
yeah, like I was like, "Oh, it's so like I don't know, like Percy Jackson, I'm with Percy Jackson." And you were like,
I love
"Give it a
Percy Jackson
chance."
too.
Yeah, it's really good too. I don't know why I felt like they were in competition, literally not. But
they're also not comparable though. Like,
it's just like-
Harry Potter's like way up there.
I mean, Percy Jackson is in my heart.
I don't know about that one.
the
but-
first Percy Jackson, rewatching it as an adult.
No, wait, not a movie.
Oh, not the movie. We're talking about the
books.
books.
Yeah, we're talking about the
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
No,
Oh, the books were fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was loyal to the Percy
And I
Jackson
read all of
books,
those.
and I felt like they got cheated out of the movie, so I felt like I had to hate Harry Potter. But then we watched it, like it was like a day where it was raining outside, like you can't go for recess. So
Okay.
they made us watch
What year is
Goblet
this?
of Fire. It was like grade 5
I don't
or something.
remember this, but
Grade 6.
I
And
don't
then you
recall.
were like, I remember you were sitting next to me and you were like, "Are you enjoying yourself?" Because I was like watching the movie and you were like, "Ah," and then I
Yeah.
read the whole series and then watched all the movies.
See, I think I had only like up until
Like
grade
grade
12,
7,
I'd only
yeah.
watched the first movie because they would always play it at our school at Christmas or
Really?
whatever.
Yeah. Chris, like,
Yeah, like that's the
Yeah.
only thing I'd ever seen or heard about it. And then I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. I don't really like Harry Potter. Because that was at the time where I was like, I just went straight from like reading middle school books to reading like Hunger Games and shit like that. Like I
Yeah.
just did the jump.
Dude,
I didn't do any of those
Mine
middle
was
grade
wild,
books.
like,
Yeah, I
like-
didn't do any of like the middle grade books. I never read Percy Jackson. I never read.
Oh my
Oh.
Well, I read it now. I read it now though.
series, man.
Yeah.
I read the Percy Jackson now.
Yeah.
Like
I
like
remember
recently.
binge reading those.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I just skipped. I skipped that whole like like the middle grade books.
Yeah.
But like the middle grade
were hard
books
to
like Harry
read.
Potter,
They
Percy
weren't
Jackson.
good.
Like that's what you
Actually,
read when you're in middle school.
Yeah.
I just skipped that.
Middle
I just went
grade.
straight to the young adult books.
I actually
Wow.
ate like Diary of a Wimpy Kid too. Like,
Oh, me too.
I used to read those all the time.
I
And Dear John
love
Diary,
Diary of a Wimpy
like,
Kid.
was like that.
They were so easy to read.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there was like 20 of them.
I used to
Yes.
own like
So
the
many.
first 10
Me
books
too.
in the series. Like I would literally would cover my
Where
whole
are
bookshelf.
those I bet they still exist, but
Oh,
like
they
I don't
Oh, they're
know.
still going on.
Yeah,
It's still
really?
going on. Yeah.
Hard,
Whoa.
dude. That's weird. I didn't know.
Wow.
But anyways, yeah. So I literally read all the books within like the span of a month, and I in grade 12, and watched all the movies.
No, I deadass remember going to like theaters when they would drop.
Damn.
Like with
yeah.
my dad and watch it like.
That is so cute.
That's
but like
cute.
obviously like the first few were like when I was like 1.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Or something. So I didn't see those, but like pretty much most of them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I
like
mean, it happened over such a long period of time.
Yeah.
That it's
Like over a decade of
Yeah.
just movies, so I watched them all in theater. Like,
yeah,
it's wild.
I really wish I had that experience. Like
Me
now
too.
looking
Different
back,
experience.
because I read the series and I felt like I grew up like reading it. Like I
Yeah.
felt like I grew up with Harry in just that small
Dude,
span.
I remember like distinctly watching the Deathly Hollows in
Yeah.
theaters, and it being like so shocked by like what's happening and like
Oh,
like
true, 'cause you
sad
don't
and,
know.
like,
oh yeah, because you didn't read the books. Okay, yeah, I
but
get
I'm
it.
like, oh my god, like you
Yeah.
hear everyone in the theater like gasping.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like that's like how it was with Star Wars too. Like I watched the final Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, it was an
Yeah.
experience.
I feel like the closest thing they've gotten back to that thing is Avengers. Like
I was gonna
the
say like
closest thing
Marvel,
yeah.
Because when I go to when I went to the
Yeah.
Marvel to watch like both Avengers,
Endgame
Infinity
and
War,
Infinity
Endgame,
War.
like that was crazy.
Everyone
there was
goes crazy.
like the Infinity War. They like the Fate to Black happened, and you know, homeboy Titan, what's his name?
Thanos.
is sitting there with his freaking bucket, like being like, kills everybody, and they turned the lights back on, and I was just like. I was like, I didn't understand what happened.
Like I remember everyone was just like, "Oh my god!" Like
I didn't think they would do that.
I know,
really
yeah.
didn't think.
That's why I can't wait because I feel like the Spider-Man movie is gonna be kind of like that. If I go,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be crazy.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I know.
It's gonna be wild.
And Tom Holland does such a good job.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
I think he's the best. I honestly love Tobey Maguire.
I do.
Just because like I grew up with that.
Yeah.
it is nostalgia.
You know what I mean? But,
But
he
I
doesn't,
think-
like his look
His-
and like personality is less of
His
a high
Spider-Man wasn't
schooler.
really
Yeah.
like. It was like his was like the movies. Like it. I don't know. I kind of separate it from like Tom Holland. I think is more relatable to the comic part. Like he does
Yeah.
like what Spider-Man's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Versus Tobey Maguire was just like it was cool to see a movie. Like it
Yeah.
just felt like I was
No, that
watching
makes
a
sense.
movie.
And also Tom Holland looks more like a high schooler.
Of course.
It's,
I've heard people
awkward
say
and,
that like Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland does like everything.
I can see that.
Like he's like a good all-around
I don't-
person.
I feel like. Do I think the opposite?
Andrew
No, I don't think
Garfield
Andrew Garfield was a good Peter
not
Parker.
it. This was not it.
No. I think he put his heart into it, and that's what
He
I
tried
feel
his
is-
best.
He did.
He just was not.
I think
meant
he
for
was.
that role.
I think he was given a lot of bad stuff too.
I see,
Like
I
I don't
see, I
think
see.
it was.
Also, he had a lot to live up to after.
He did.
Yeah, then that
Tobey
makes
Maguire.
sense.
Like that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but I really felt he loved. what
And
he
then
was
you go
doing.
from
Yeah.
that to Tom Holland. It's a big upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a tangent.
Yeah.
Not a
Like,
childhood
this is
movie,
what a
but-
tangent.
I mean, it was a childhood like.
I did watch Spider-Man
the
3 in
Spider-Man movies.
theaters for a
watched
birthday
all-
party.
All
Yeah.
those Spider-Man movies.
The one
yeah,
with
I was
Venom, like the
kid.
very first appearance of Venom.
No, yeah, I didn't.
That
That's
was
crazy.
wild.
That's why I still
I
literally
remember that
I told
news.
Gabby wanted to go watch Venom with me, and I was like, I don't know if I want to because Venom scares me. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I literally get terrified when
No,
I look at his
it-
face because I went to go watch Spider-Man 3 when I was like young, and
Yeah.
Venom freaked me out. So
No,
now when I
it's
see
so
his
good.
face, I'm like,
And his
"Ah!"
voice.
Oh my god, I just got so freaked out.
No, you have to watch it. It's like-
I probably will, but I haven't seen
Yeah,
any of the other. I haven't watched the other Venom movie. I need to go watch all
Wow,
that
no,
stuff.
the first Venom better than the second, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
'Cause
interesting.
there's always going to be.
It was surprising. Like it surprised me how
good.
much I enjoyed it. Actually.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
let me.
We are the most off topic ever.
I'll
but
do. Okay, we can
go
do
on.
one more round.
We could do one more round because we're just.
Oh,
all
which
over
one do
the
I pick
place.
for my second one? I'm like debating between two.
I know.
Do I pick? Okay, tell me. Do I pick a live action movie or an
Because I already
animated
went
movie?
obscure, so I don't know if I want to go obscure.
Okay, I have to go. Okay, no, I know which one I'm gonna pick. This one.
obscure.
This is probably the movie. Like Bridge of Terabithia was a little more obscure for me. Like it was kind of just like I enjoyed it, but this movie, literally like my childhood.
Okay.
Like if I had to define my childhood with one movie, it's this movie because I can't even I lost count of how many times I watched it. Like
Okay.
so many freaking
I feel
times.
like I'm. No, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know
I
if
think
I've
I
talked
know.
about it. Okay,
Maybe.
guess.
I don't know. No.
No, I don't.
It's one of my-
Because if you said you
it's one of
never
mine.
talked about it, then it's.
I
not
don't know.
one.
I probably have.
It's one of my
No.
choices. So I don't
Mine
know if
is
you-
wrong because
Probably.
you've talked about this so many times on the
it.
podcast, so I'm wrong.
Say it.
Just go it. Say
I
it.
don't know. I don't know if I talked about it or not, but it's The Parent Trap.
Oh, you did talk about it on the podcast. But
Okay,
that's not
probably
what I would
did.
think.
That's not what I was thinking.
I was
The
thinking
Lindsay Lohan.
Lion King 1.5 or something.
No, Lion
like
King
that.
2. Lion King.
Yeah,
That's what
Lion
I was
King
debating
2.
between. I was like, do I say Lion King 2 or say Parent?
Yeah.
But no, the Parent Trap. Like,
Lion King 1.5. That's the best one.
That's the one where it's about.
I'm gonna have to disagree
She
with
loves
that.
Lion King 2.
Lion King
Lion
2
King 2
is so good.
Lion
Anyways,
King
we're not talking about that one.
actually
The Parent Trap is.
The Parent Trap, Lindsay
You
Lohan.
have talked about it, but yeah.
Literally, I was obsessed with that movie. Like,
Iconic.
I was so obsessed. I wanted to go to summer camp so freaking
Yeah,
badly.
sleepaway camp.
I used to just,
And then you did.
I had the DVD. Yeah, I did. I watched the DVD, and I tell you, I went and watched the bonus features. I went and watched the behind the
Dang.
scenes. I freaking watched the shit out of
Not
that
her
DVD.
investigating.
Like, but it was cool because everyone is always like, I don't even know how they made that movie. I do. Because I watched the bonus features. I watched the behind the
Yeah,
scenes where
like,
they explain
bro,
to you
have
how
you-
they did all of that. But I
Magic.
Technology.
Hello.
I know it was crazy, but then people were like, "Oh, I always wonder how they did that." And I'm like, "Well, you didn't have the DVD and you didn't watch the bonus features like I did." But anyways, I was obsessed with that movie. I literally watched it all the freaking
I might
time.
rewatch that tonight.
It's such a feel good
So many
movie.
things to watch because you guys keep mentioning things.
I had a crush.
You gotta keep a running list like I do.
I was like, this is what white men are supposed to look like.
And Dennis
with
Quaid,
their dad.
I loved the dad so.
So handsome.
Damn, I don't remember what he looks like.
Really? I just.
He's an asshole though in real life though.
Oh.
My mom met him once and he was an
Well,
asshole.
I don't even
Oh.
care, do I? Because
He's also in Mamma Mia too.
Wait,
Oh.
which one is he?
Oh, when you hear me, darling,
Oh,
can't you
God.
hear me? SOS.
Wait,
See, I could also say Mamma Mia too, because that one I have really fond
do
memories
love
with my
Mamma
mom.
Mia.
Like I went to watch it in theaters with my mom when it came
can look them
out,
up for you.
I
and
saw
my
the musical
mom,
live with my mom.
my mom went to go watch the
Wild.
musical
That's
too.
cool.
Like Mamma Mia is probably an honorable mention too.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is that?
No, don't say that.
Oh, him. He's
Yes.
He's in the
He's in a
movie
lot
with
of things.
The multiple.
he's
kids.
James. No, not Dennis
Oh,
Quaid.
Yours, mine, and ours.
Wait, is his name Dennis Quaid? I thought
That
it was
was a good
Pierce
one.
Brosnan. Oh, I'm mixing up two people.
Dennis Quaid is
Yeah,
his
you
name.
are because
Wait,
the guy
Dennis
from-
Quaid. Who's
Is he
Den-
still an asshole then? He looks so nice and smiling.
Wait, who's Oh no, Dennis Quaid. Never mind. I'm thinking of Pierce Brosnan.
Oh.
And who's Pierce Brosnan?
Oh, when you hear me, darling,
Wow.
can't you hear
Okay,
me?
so ignore the slander
They
that
look the
Monica
same.
just said.
No, they look the same.
not the slander.
I'm sorry, Dennis
but
Quaid.
also-
Dennis Quaid
I
is
feel
the
like you're
nicest
very
man
nice.
alive.
No,
Wait, but tell me Pierce Brosnan doesn't look like him.
Who
too.
it is?
Hold on.
Monica, your impression of.
Oh, when you hear me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
literally
Don't they look similar?
No, you're being racist to white man.
What? Exactly. Exactly.
No. Listen, I thought you had a split screen of the two of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. He
I don't think they look alike at all.
He looks
you're really
the
confused,
same.
Monica.
Don't let me talk about my zaddy that way.
I was gonna say, oh, he's James Bond, but then I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
No.
Dennis Quaid.
You're a mess.
How dare you?
Okay, anyways, I had a No, Dennis Quaid was not in that. He was in very not
You're still
prestigious
listening to
movies.
this podcast. God bless you.
Anyways, point is, Parent Trap was my shit. I was obsessed with it.
It's great.
It's such a feel good movie. It literally just makes me so happy.
That was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan was my queen.
Oh, that girl.
Yeah.
Which one? Wait.
Natasha Richardson.
Oh, the one that died. Yeah, the one that
But
died.
she was stunning.
And I always mix her up with the mom from Home Alone.
Who?
Not the mom from Home Alone. The
Oh.
mom from Cheaper by the Dozen. Bonnie Hunt. I always mix those two
Oh,
up. I
okay,
think
okay.
They don't look anything alike.
No,
though.
no.
they're just two blonde women. Don't.
You are just not okay.
Well, because I used to watch all those movies as a kid. Did you look them up?
How dare you? Again.
No, because those are all movies I used to watch as a kid, right?
Cheaper
So
by the
they
Dozen.
all like meshed into my brain.
Yeah. I
Cheaper
couldn't
by
get
the
that.
Dozen was really like.
Oh, that one too. See, I could have said that one
yeah.
It's
too.
crazy because even when we go to Julie's Cottage, I'm watching that.
I used to
movie
watch.
all the
I watched
time.
Cheaper by the Dozen
For what
1
reason?
in theaters.
I don't know.
I used to watch Cheaper by the Dozen. I watched the first one in theaters, and then I had the second one on DVD, and I used to watch that one too. I could literally give you a list of all the DVDs I had, and those are all
me too.
ones. But anyways, Parent
She's
Trap.
stunning.
is mine.
Oh man.
Okay,
wow.
and your turn.
Look at her.
Look at her. Does she have an
Anyways.
accent too?
She does. She's British.
She's
no?
British, but yeah,
Perfect.
Parent Trap. I could just go Parent Trap. I have the Mamma Mia DVD. We had Cars. We had Wall-E.
Okay.
The Spiderwick Chronicles.
So those
Whoa.
are
That's for a different day.
honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Okay.
the Spiderwick Chronicles.
I know.
I didn't watch that actually.
Yo,
It's
dude,
on Netflix, I think.
You what?
I think I saw it on Netflix or
Don't
something.
think so.
I think I like watched it.
I thought I saw it on Netflix.
Probably.
Okay, let me go find it.
No,
I'm
dude, you
gonna
have to
find
watch it.
Now you think I'm like
It's
it
with
now?
Freddie
Yes.
Highmore.
I-
Oh, Charlie
you
and the
would love
Chocolate
it now.
Factory.
I thought you were gonna say that one too.
Oh, that's my other one.
Because you said that like defined your
You would
childhood.
love it now,
Bloop.
trust me.
Augustus
Okay.
Bloop.
Trust me, bro.
I'm scared.
No,
Okay.
It's about. I'm like
Actually
80% sure it's on
Yes.
Netflix. I'm 80%.
Okay.
Zathura.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm gonna make.
Did you watch Zathura? With
Don't
Josh-
swear at me. I don't know. I'm kidding. What is
With
that?
Josh Hutcherson and Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart. She
No.
plays his older sister.
Isabelle. It is on Netflix.
Oh, don't you?
They just added it recently. That's why.
I'm watching it tonight.
Oh
It's
my
freaky.
goodness.
That shit scared
It
me.
was scary as a kid.
I think
watched
that's
it
why
in
I didn't
theaters.
watch
I watched
it.
in theaters.
I watched it in DVD because we got it as a
I was a
gift.
scaredy cat. I was like the beast. He's
Dude,
scary,
you never
Beauty
watched.
and the
Okay,
Beast.
you never watched Zathura? Let me
don't know what
describe
that
it to you.
is.
That was
Is
my
this
childhood.
is this the time?
Zathura?
No, it's a childhood movie. It's a childhood movie. Zathura. It's Josh Hutcherson. He's a little boy. He is being babysat by his older sister, Kristen Stewart. Who's
What?
Wait, I've seen it. Do they go through the wall?
no. So
Anyways.
he finds a board game under the stairs.
So it's like Jumanji. I could say
Pretty
Jumanji
much,
too.
Pretty
I
much.
feel like I've seen this.
Pretty
though.
much, but like they basically are in the game where they're like moved to like the universe. Like they're in like
So it's like
space.
Jumanji.
And there's and then
Not her
pretty much
slandering the movie
it
twice.
it is basically Jumanji though. Like
Okay.
but it's different.
All right.
But it's Jumanji, but different.
Different.
I see.
I
And
think
what's his
do
name?
they used to play on YTV a lot?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've
And
never
what's
heard
his
of it in my
name-
life.
And what's his name from Without a Paddle? Don't know what his name is. He plays an astronaut in that movie, and it was a really great movie.
Wow.
Huh. Interesting.
You'll see his face, and you'll be like, "Oh, he's a good actor."
Damn.
Fascinating. Never
You
heard
know
of it.
me and actors.
I
Okay,
love
and
that movie.
give yours. So we're not just
Okay,
going over.
I gotta
to-
give 2 honorable mentions before I go because
Okay.
it's gonna be obscure again. So I
Okay.
want to give 2 obvious
I could
ones.
like literally. I could give so many
yeah.
honorable mentions.
The Little Mermaid used to
Oh,
watch
of
that on
course.
repeat every day. I'm a mermaid.
But see,
if
that's
you
the thing.
ask me.
I only watched like the only Disney princess movie I'd ever watched as a child
Mhm,
was
Beauty
Snow
and the
White.
Beast. Oh,
that's
And Beauty and the
oldest
Beast.
one. No, the oldest one is Cinderella.
No, the
Snow
oldest one
White
is Snow
is
White.
the first one. You're
No,
right.
Cinderella is like 9.
No,
Snow White's the
no,
first
it's
one.
Snow
I
White.
heard.
Isabelle.
It's Isabelle.
Isabelle. You do not
Snow
know
White
that.
was from like the 30s or some
Yes.
shit, and then Cinderella was in the 50s.
They made it after the
war.
The war, bruh.
Why?
Snow White was like
Snow White's the first
pre-war.
one.
Dude, literally like so old, and it makes sense why that.
Snow
was
White
the
is the first animated Disney movie they made.
But yeah, because
with
I didn't
Anastasia
have
and
any of the
stuff.
Disney princess
So-
movies on
Fantasia.
DVD.
Yeah, they did that.
Oh my god, that was my childhood.
Which one?
Yeah.
Fantasia.
Never watched it.
Oh, with the dance.
I know what it is. I just never watched it.
Oh.
It was like such a really beautifully done
It
movie.
was.
Like
It
it
was
was
nice.
like
It
they
was
had
an orchestra.
a live orchestra, and they just based all the cartoons
Yes.
off of this music
They
that
did.
they made.
Yes. Well, another honorable mention, Anastasia.
Oh my!
I didn't watch that as a kid. I watched it when I was
Stop
older.
it.
I watched it when I was
Did
older.
you see the trend? Like redheads and me were just connecting.
So I guess-
Annie, Little
Oh
Mermaid,
my
Anastasia.
God.
But-
That's why we connect.
Okay. Why are you guys looking at me like that? They both just turned to me with the
But
weirdest
Those are
way.
my honorable mentions. Well, for the movie, I don't think you guys are gonna know this movie. There's no way. Okay, I used to spend every Friday. My parents would be like, if you go to school, you get to go to Blockbuster and just go through the halls and pick whatever you want. And I picked this movie because it was just alone on the shelf. It was called Chestnut.
Huh?
Chestnut. I heard of Chestnut, but I don't know what it is.
I used to the movie would go back on the shelf and immediately off because I would be like, "Can I take it again?" And they'd be like, "Excuse me, ma'am."
What's it about?
It's about 2 orphan girls.
You love orphans.
Yeah,
What is like? What's up with
They
you and orphan?
find a dog, a puppy, but they get adopted and they're not allowed to have the puppy with them, so they sneak the puppy into the apartment complex that they get adopted in. Oh my gosh!
And the dog's name is Chestnut, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar, actually.
Oh my
I think I've
gosh!
heard of that.
It's the cutest movie ever.
Does the dog die?
Cutest movie ever.
Don't ever talk about it again. No, the dog doesn't die.
Why did you just sound like Voldemort? Come to die! I should do more impressions, actually.
You sounded like something else. But
Yeah?
it triggered a memory.
Well, anyways,
But I don't know.
No, I feel like it sounds familiar.
Chestnut. I don't even like dog movies like that.
Me neither,
At
because they
all.
always die.
At all. This movie, oh, just
Remember
Speechless.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
I never watched that. I never finished that. Even as a child, I thought it was trash.
Chihuahua.
I literally couldn't
Oh no,
finish
they
it
were
'cause
bad. It was just funny.
Yeah, no, Chestnut, watch it. Do it right now.
Okay, I
do
have a
it.
list.
Thank you.
No, I have
That's enough for me.
So
Your
I
turn.
have a couple honorable mentions.
Yes. Go ahead.
This one's more obscure. You probably haven't seen it. I think maybe Monica has seen it.
Oh.
But I used to talk about it all the time because it's not a childhood movie. It's not a child movie. You shouldn't watch it as a child.
That was me watching Mamma Mia when I was like 8.
But this one, it's just inappropriate. But I watched it as a kid.
Right.
Because my parents, I don't know, they wouldn't let me watch Family Guy or The Simpsons.
I used
They
to
let
watch
me
Robot Chicken as a child.
Oh, God.
Because my brother used to watch it.
Damn.
It was
I
bad.
I feel like he still wasn't old enough to be
No,
watching
it was not. We were watching like Teletoon After Dark, and we were just sitting there like,
my.
nice.
Yeah. I also watched Dirty Dancing as a child, and I'm like,
Oh, me
but
too.
it's because they skip through the sex scenes, you know?
True.
But anyways, the movie I'm talking about is Dodgeball.
Oh, I remember that one, I think.
loved that one.
Oh, I haven't seen it properly, but I know
But also,
about
I
it.
guess I just didn't understand the dirty jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
Probably, yeah.
You're just a kid. You're innocent. You don't really understand.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It was a good movie.
It's like Grown Ups, like when you watch Grown Ups as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
And you're like,
really,
okay, this is
a lot
funny,
of
like-
stuff with, just the swearing would be the only like blatant, if there was any. But
But yeah, Dodgeball. I used to whenever I would go on road trips with my family to go to like New Brunswick.
Ew.
I would have the portable DVD player and
Oh
watch
my
Dodgeball.
god.
So
You know what I used to
cute.
watch on my portable DVD player? The Spongebob movie.
Oh my god.
I'm a
I
goofy
wish I had
goober,
that on
yeah.
DVD.
I had like, it was on like a burned DVD.
Yeah.
So like somebody had burned it onto a DVD
My
for
mom
me,
would
and
burn all the movies.
yeah,
I
so
had Click on Burn
Oh my gosh.
Click was the first movie I ever cried to.
You cried
I
in
still
Click?
haven't watched
Dude,
the
you
whole
didn't
movie.
cry on Click?
No, you know, actually, Click reminds me of another movie because the
first
commercial.
movie I cried in was Pursuit of Happiness. Which,
No, for me, okay, I don't remember which movie. Probably Bridge Terabithia. But what's funny is Click. I never watched it, but I watched the trailer all the time because the trailer used to play before the Pink Panther DVD.
Oh my
Oh.
Because I used to have the Pink Panther on DVD. That was also one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
And Click trailer, I would always just watch it for some
all
reason.
the time in class, Pink Panther, they would like
my
always
God.
every like
Pink Panther has dirty jokes because actually the other like a couple
course
years
they
ago when we were like with
Yeah.
my summer camp that I was working with, we had to play like watch a movie and I was like, let's watch a Pink Panther, and then we like got like 15 minutes in and we looked at each other like, never mind. We had to turn it off
really?
because like we didn't realize how many dirty jokes were in it. Like it's
a lot of stuff was
crazy.
just flying over our heads.
They
Yeah.
really did because I
Same
was
with, like,
a child.
I watched Austin Powers as a kid.
Oh.
Oh.
And you know,
No, definitely not.
but also,
No.
I turned out great, so like whatever,
Sure.
right?
Um,
But yeah, oh yeah, so Dodgeball was
Yeah.
Also, that was an honorable mention.
Dodgeball?
That was an honorable mention.
Oh no.
Dodgeball was an honorable
Yeah.
mention. Oh, that wasn't the actual one. What's the actual one though?
Another honorable mention is Spirited Away.
Oh, I didn't watch that as a
grew up
kid.
on that.
I grew up on that.
Cool.
Like I watched that a lot.
Right.
For some
Interesting.
reason, just
I only watched it later in
the
life.
visuals. It was creepy to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was also like really cool.
Dang.
I see. I
You got some
see.
dark movies.
Yeah.
Okay, last
And then the
one.
last one is Shrek.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Shrek is
Shrek
like,
1 and 2.
I can quote every
Yeah.
verse in that
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
But I think this 2 is way better than the first
Oh,
one.
definitely.
Obviously.
But that is like I just know everything they say.
I had
in the
Shrek
movie.
2 on a burned DVD actually. So I used to watch Shrek 2 all
I
the time.
remember Shrek 1, Shrek 2, Shrek 3, and then Shrek the Halls. And then
Shrek
there
the
was, like,
Halls.
So
I didn't like the third one though.
I
didn't
had
really
like the
the third one.
3D.
No.
I had the 3D glasses for Shrek. Like
Oh my
I really had all the DVDs.
all out.
Yeah, those are just iconic.
Wow.
But now Shrek 2 was my shit. I used to watch also the bonus features for Shrek because these have like the Far Far Away Idol. There used to be like a little bonus feature where you can like actually vote for who you want to
So
win,
funny.
and like every
What?
person that you vote for, there's like a different clip that
And
plays
they-
after, and
That's
then
like Black Mirror, the episode.
kind of yeah,
Yeah.
like they were ahead of their time because it was like
Wow,
it's like a little
Shrek
bonus
was
thing where
so
you
ahead.
watch.
Yeah,
I know
it
you
was.
watch like the little like it'll be like the part at the end of the movie where they come out, and then you have to vote for who you think is better, and then like
Also-
they have different scenarios for who you click to.
The soundtrack.
Oh,
Nice.
freaking amazing!
Phenomenal. Like I
They
feel
did
like
not
you
have to
can't
go that hard.
You can't beat the Shrek soundtrack.
100%.
my
That was
God.
really Eddie Murphy's prime in voice acting. If you think about it, the man
You know
could
what?
not
Oh.
miss. He was like,
Oh my
"Move on,
God.
Shrek."
You know what? Okay, I have a few more honorable mentions. I'm sorry, I keep thinking of new ones. Madagascar.
Oh,
I freaking love Madagascar and Over the Hedge.
Oh my god!
I freaking loved Over the Hedge.
Yo, that movie was serious to me. You know that scene where he gets sad and he's like, "I'm about to betray my friends," and I was
no, that movie had some serious issues. It was talking about like deforestation and like hoarding
I really
and shit.
don't remember a lot of it, but I remember like how good it was.
Yeah, it was like the animals were fighting back because this lady who's like the neighborhood like head of
like
board, whatever. Yeah, it's like basically like they're like kicking out the animals. They're like kicking out the animals, and she's like making new, like they're developing new subdivisions, and they're kicking it, like they're bulldozing over and like they're exterminating them or whatever. Like it was deep. No, well, I realized it. I was like, damn.
He was in debt and he was trying to trick people. Bruh, it's gentrification if I've ever heard it.
It's like animal gentrification. Yeah, it was.
I guess. What's with these animal movies being metaphors for like racism?
It's true though.
Zootopia does that.
It's
like
now
Shark
that I
Tale.
think about
I feel like
it.
what was Shark Tale about?
Oh my god,
Shark Tale was like
wasn't it a metaphor for? He was in debt too. I swear.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shark Tales. Oh my gosh, working at the car
wash.
wash. Oh my god, that was so
Oh my
See?
God, yeah.
I swear.
and Flushed Away.
Oh my God.
All the time. I remember you. Was it you who was like you looked like the girl from Flushed Away? Oh no,
No, I said somebody
posted
looked
it.
like the guy from Flushed Away, and I
But
think I told you that.
Who was it? Someone said I looked like the girl from Flushed
What?
Away, and then I put a poll on my Instagram, and most people thought I looked like her.
Oh,
my God,
damn.
that's
like
so
the
funny.
rat, the rat,
Not the rat. I was confused. I was like the human.
the rat. in
Oh
Flushed
my
Away.
God.
Yeah,
Not the rat.
that's great.
But yeah, no, there's just so many good ones,
Whoa.
man. But Cars, I loved Cars too.
Oh, my brother.
Cars
I hated
one,
Cars
like-
because he would watch it every single day after
See,
school.
my mom bought Cars for my brother, but he never watched it. I always
Yeah.
freaking watched it. I love that scene where he revamps the whole town and adds all the neon signs. I used to
Yeah.
watch that scene over and over again.
Damn, you're so cute.
Because it was so cute. Because like all the townspeople were like, "Oh my god!" Like the town look like he made the town look all like modern and stuff, and it just looked so cool.
They really made that blue car irrelevant. You know, his love interest, like as the
Oh,
car
yeah.
movies
They
went
just said,
on,
like, yeah,
she
screw
literally
her.
disappeared. Like I just thought,
You know who voices her?
who?
The Bonnie Hunt, the mom
Oh.
from Cheaper by the Dozen.
It's Small World after all.
I know.
Only role.
Yeah,
after Cheetah
bruh.
Girls.
No,
So
she's
sorry
been in
to
a lot
her.
of stuff, I think. But
Really?
yeah.
I haven't seen her.
But yeah, she's the voice of Cars.
all right.
Yeah, that's what I. Have.
Yeah.
Damn, I could talk about this forever.
I know.
I mean, I could mention like Fast Scooby Doo, like a bunch of them. I used to watch that.
Oh, I remember the live action Scooby Doo. I remember watching that in
Not
theaters.
I used to watch the
I met
cartoons
what's
more,
his
but
name? The
Freddie?
Shaggy,
Freddie. I met
Freddie Prinze
Freddie Prinze
Jr.?
Jr.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I was shook. I was like, excuse me,
Oh, I'm thinking of
Shaggy.
Oh no, I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking of what? Life with Derek's like.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Like what?
Where are we going?
What's his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The guy from what's his name?
He's Canadian.
Yeah, Robbie Amell. Robbie Amell.
Robbie
What does that have to do with Scooby Doo? No, he was probably like 10 when those came out. He's like young.
Oh, I'm a mess.
Freddie
Robbie
Prinze
Amell.
Jr. was in the live action
Oh,
Scooby
you
Doo
know he
movie.
was supposed to play.
I'm
This is
drunk.
so off topic. Robbie Amell was supposed to play the guy in the hating game in the movie. They're gonna make him
The Hating Game?
Josh, like the book.
Oh yeah, that would have been
With
good
Lucy
actually.
Hale.
Did you read The Hating Game?
Yeah, I did.
You read the book?
Of course.
Did you like it?
Well, yeah.
I thought it was bad.
Oh, really?
I have the book, like I bought it because it was on
Same,
sale. It was
so
on
did
sale
I.
at Shoppers Drug Mart. It was like $10.
I don't think
like,
it was bad. I just think I wish it could have been better. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Like it's
This is
ending-
totally off topic.
Yes,
It's just
I
this
hate
random
us,
book.
I hate us.
It's this random book that's being turned into a movie.
Yeah.
After.
Sort of.
whoa,
The After was based on a Wattpad story. That's a different
After
thing.
is
It's just it's like a weird book where literally the whole plot is just this girl and her coworker. They just hate each other and
Yeah.
they fall in love.
haters to lovers.
But they hate each other for like a dumb reason. But yeah.
I mean, I just think the premise was good. Like if you hear it, like you're like, oh, they're both competing over the same. Like
He just was weird. The guy was weird.
he was weird.
He was strange.
He was the whole. The rooms are the color of your eyes. I was
He painted his room the color of her eyes before they even got together. Like
Yes.
she went to his house for the first time. She's like, "Oh, this color is nice." He's like, "Yeah, it's the color of your eyes."
Creepy.
yeah,
It's weird.
But that's why I'm saying the execution was missed because I think
see
the
what you mean.
idea.
Maybe the movie would be better.
I think the movie can be good. Like they can
I'm
make
curious.
all the
Or it could be
best
like a
creepy.
Hallmark movie type of situation. That's what it kind of looked like.
And also, no offense, Lucy Hale.
I
Been
know.
getting the worst.
Yeah,
roles
that's why
I've
I'm like,
ever seen in my life.
But whatever, we'll see.
Okay, why are we here? I'm so sorry,
So off topic.
everybody.
We're just going on tangents.
Yes.
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Yes, Isabelle, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us,
Thanks for
Isabel.
having me, Brobs.
Yeah,
Of course, love. Of course.
it's fun. If you
Oh,
like
by the
this-
way, I feel like we didn't even mention this. This episode is in person.
Oh, yes.
All of our previous episodes since
We're
like
remote.
last year, since our first like 2 episodes,
COVID.
have been remote with me and Anne sitting in different rooms. If you
Yes.
didn't know that, like sitting in different houses,
Yeah.
in different cities.
Literally different countries.
If you didn't know that, but today is our first in-person episode since the Gabby's episode.
Yeah, we did do that.
That was like kind of in the middle of COVID at some point,
With the Disney movie.
where we talked about
channel.
Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah, I
So
would like that one too.
I feel like I should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, we're actually in
Yeah.
person.
It won't be. We won't have another in person for a minute because I gotta go back to school.
Unless I go see you at school.
Unless you go see, but you know,
Unless
stay
I
tuned.
come see you too.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah, I like podcasts.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's a very efficient to do it remotely.
It
It's so
works.
easy.
It works.
It's so much easier.
It's so much easier. Yeah, it's just the hard part is that if you don't have a mic, like that's what. So if you have guests,
But it's like it's so much easier because the technology is a lot easier.
Yeah.
You just plug your microphone in, press record, and it starts
yeah,
recording.
and she has her own laptop. I have my own. It just works that way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We just edit it together.
But the
so it
fans don't
sounds
want to
like
hear any of this.
They don't give a shit.
they don't give a
Nah.
shit. They just want to hear us talk. So,
Yeah.
anyways, thank you for tuning in to this episode. Thanks, Isabelle, for joining us.
Thank you very much, very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll send you your money.
You know
in
the
mail.
drill. You know, Isabelle, where can they find you?
Where can they find you as well? Freaking just find me on the streets, you know.
Okay.
That's scary.
If you see me on the streets, just like
Holla.
Put up a
Because you
peace sign.
obviously know what she looks like, you know?
just put up a peace sign and I'll say, hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Okay,
that.
that's good for that then. Yeah, you know the drill. Follow us on Instagram at FlickChicksPod. Subscribe to our podcast. Give us 5-star review.
Do it.
Recommend it to a friend.
Do that.
Yeah.
Recommend it to an enemy. I don't care.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, your enemies will love it.
And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.